Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you found my channel, awesome, because this is going to be one of the starting points where I think that if you're not involved with Bitcoin right now, you're going to want to be. And what I'm going to share with you guys right now in this article from the Crypto Basic, we're going to look into Bitcoin right now and the overall crypto market. And I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts because this is a really, really interesting report that you're not going to miss. And if you do like to know kind of what's going on with it in the crypto world, this is a great time to do so because this is when we start to pick up steam. This is when I believe the markets are going to shift. And this is when you absolutely want to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So it's totally free to do so. Make sure you subscribe right down below and let's get it going. Let's talk some crypto. And I want to get into this report from First Post America. All right. And this is going to be a big one as we kind of stem outside of the United States to talk about one of the bigger statistics that we have going on right here, right now. So we'll get into that in a minute. First, I do want to share with you guys kind of what's going on with the overall market. And this is one where as we wake up, guys, with the fear and greed at 51, Bitcoin is essentially flat, really in a good spot here at 63,595. Ethereum getting close to kind of these local highs, right? We have set monthly highs at 2,600. Ethereum was pushing 2.7K for ETH. And as we look at Solana, one of the bigger cryptos that I'm favoring at this really interesting moment in time in the crypto sphere, Solana pushing 150. So a lot of people are banking on Solana hitting $1,000 in that next bull cycle. XRP waiting to break out, just to name a few. And we've seen the rise from Toncoin as well as Tron, and some of the meme coins that lie within the top 10 would be Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. And I do continue to consider Shiba Inu in that top 10 because I think one day once we do get into this next wave, SHIB will get back into the top 10. Those are just my thoughts. I want to share with you guys kind of what Bitcoin's doing right now. We'll look at the crypto bubbles again, and I've been following the futures very, very closely. And if everyone watching here doesn't know how to play futures, well, they are just using the tipping point, the scale, where the market is headed, okay? And that's kind of what we look at as we wake up into these bubbles that have been filled with green. And Bitcoin sitting here right now, like I was talking about, over 63. We'll pull up the trading view, and I don't have my trading indicator right now connected, but guys, this is a very good W that we're starting to form here. If we look at some of the TA and the numbers lying within where Bitcoin is right here, right now, this is another one of those waves where, yes, it is kind of mimicking the last three attempts that we've had to break through, and we will have a subsequent sell-off if we do continue this historical trend where we saw it right here, and this is where we saw it right here. And then we saw it right here, and then we saw it right here. So we are at this level where we've failed to break through this resistance quite a few times, all right? And as it relates to Bitcoin for the chart right now, guys, this is the big moment right here. If we can break through 64K, if we could get back up to where we were at right here, this is kind of where we look at these two local highs, right? In recent times, this is dating back till June, and as well as the late July day where we did hit and start to wick up above 69,000 for BTC. Those are the key points, right? So that blue line breaking above that is what I'm looking at. Right now, my trading indicator, I can guarantee you this. I got a new setup here. I got a new laptop and what we're doing here in the office. So I have to log in, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys. But I can guarantee you one thing, right down here at around 53.9, 56, I would say, 56,000, we did flash momentum up. I can guarantee you my trading indicator said that, and that's how it led us to having 7,000-8,000 in gains in terms of BTC in that time period that we did flash momentum up. So very, very interesting. I want to share with you guys kind of this article right now, but before we do, make sure you guys are all looking at this link down below in the description. If you want to get signed up and trade with leverage, this is Margex. Now, right now they're doing something very unique. You can participate into a $500,000 Caspa airdrop. Now, Caspa is one of those cryptos that is very unique in the space. One of the cryptos that I think you must hold, not financial advice, but this is something where I look for Caspa to have an extreme run as their protocol and their blockchain starts to get legs, gets offered in a lot more places. And right now they're kind of just sitting behind the scenes, in my opinion. So if you want to participate in that airdrop, sign up with Margex today. Links down below. You do get a discount on trading fees. And I think the only stipulation is you have to trade $100 on Margex. Also, there's no KYC, so make sure you do your own research and due diligence. Make sure Margex and leverage trading is right for you and your financial strategy. And then, obviously, if you want to get signed up today, links down below. Okay, but this is where we get into this article from First Post. Okay, now First Post America is reporting that Bhutan has 1/3 of its GDP in Bitcoin. Okay, now we've talked about El Salvador, we've talked about some of the global countries looking to expunge their poor performing currency in getting into Bitcoin, right? Venezuela is another one that is very huge in Bitcoin. Now, this leading media outlet has reported that Bhutan's silent rise, Bhutan, whatever it may be. Apologies if you do get offended by how I say that, but I got to be honest with you guys. That's probably the first time I've had to pronounce that word, dating back till I was taking some geography classes way back when. But Bhutan is currently the 4th largest government holder of Bitcoin. That is a very, very fascinating number that I think a lot of people trading crypto fail to grasp, okay? Only behind the likes of US, China, and the United Kingdom. Now, Bhutan's GDP for 2023 is $2.9 billion, up 4.5% from the previous year. Now, of this, 28.6%, so over $830 million, were proceeds from its crypto mining activities as the nation reaped from its diversification into Bitcoin. Now, this is a secret rise to fame, and I'm probably sure of it. A lot of you guys watching this have not understood this or even were aware of this. But right now, the Kingdom of Bhutan's rich hydropower resources gives it a way to have a lot of intensive Bitcoin mining. I'm a big fan of hydropower, okay? But within these operations that have begun in 2019, this Asian country has basically amassed $831 million plus in BTC. They've invested a lot into the mining equipment, and now that's something where we look interesting enough that if seized assets were excluded, the cryptocurrencies held by United States, China, and the United Kingdom, the legal battles and the assets that have been seized, Bhutan's acquired stash from mining now holds more Bitcoin than El Salvador, okay? That is a very, very glaring metric, okay? Now, a lot of you guys are probably sitting here in the United States, Canada, Europe, wherever it may be, watching this video, and you're asking yourselves, why does this impact me? Well, this just is a testifying moment where we look into kind of the template for widespread adoption, okay? And that's going to be the big narrative, right? We talk about the cryptocurrency sector as it stands right here, right now. We are still sitting here at 5% adoption, not even. And what that means for us is very, very key because we have the same people that were around in the 2021 bull market. And now as we sit here 3 years later in 2024, on the precipice of what I believe will be a 9-month run in Q4 of 2024, Q1 of 25, and Q2 of 2025 as well. That 9-month window is really where I see the Bitcoin world as well as the crypto world absolutely taking off, okay? But that's kind of what we have to see and look into the numbers, because not just Bitcoin, but Bhutan also holds a ton of Ethereum, almost $2 million. Okay, also 53 in Sand and 23.5 in Matic, amongst a little bit of others. So it's not too crazy diversified into other assets. It's more so Bitcoin and a touch of Ethereum if you do look at it proportionally to BTC. But this is the template that I'm talking about. Okay, we've talked about Michael Saylor and how early that he believes, and I believe that we are to crypto, right? Michael Saylor is very famous in a lot of his monologues where he basically rants about if you don't have any money, take out more money, buy Bitcoin, sell your house, buy Bitcoin, quit your job, buy Bitcoin, mine Bitcoin, trade Bitcoin. He is just the biggest Bitcoin maxi there is. And this is a kind of a testifying moment where we look into that financial theory that Michael Saylor has kind of put out there in front of us with countries that have faced economic meltdown and this inflation, this global pandemic that we all had to fight through and we all are affected by. This is something where we could leverage Bitcoin's growth capacity to solve these world economic problems. Now, refocusing away from gold, stocks, and bonds into Bitcoin, that's going to be one of the key things there, especially if you look at it in a long-term play. Go back and find me another asset that has outperformed Bitcoin in the last 10 years. You can't, okay? So this is something where they've grown 218% dating back to 2015. That's a huge metric, and it's something that we have to kind of hang our hats on, because if you do believe in altcoins, you believe in meme coins, you believe in kind of the future of crypto, you have to understand that Bitcoin is the riser of all tides, and this is a very strong data point where we look into the the way that Bhutan is holding Bitcoin, and if you exclude all these asset seizures and look at it from it at its core values, they would be larger than El Salvador, and that is just a huge metric to put your hands around and grasp. Okay, so kind of a testifying moment, like I keep saying. You got to believe in Bitcoin. You got to believe in the trajectory and the long-term outlook and promise that it hopes to deliver. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys in this video. I hope you enjoyed this piece. If you did, please consider subscribing right down below. Also, if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate all the new faces. Feel free to leave me a comment down below in the chat. Also, if you want to get signed up with Margex, there is a link down below in the description. Make sure you do that as well. But I appreciate you guys watching and look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.